There are all kinds of things that are being bandied around now, like we saw in 2013-14 that led to 2015. Changing. Nobody had the discipline to interrogate what will change and into what. Again, things are being thrown around now. New Nigeria. Let us remember that what became NINAS began as Movement for New Nigeria almost 15 years before it became NINAS in 2018. After PRONACO, that ended in 2006, we set up Movement for New Nigeria to implement the consensus generated by PRONACO, which we could call Aburi 2. The whole country now in agreement, not the military, not the officers that went to Aburi. And so, if anybody will talk about New Nigeria, that is what that Nigeria that could that will accommodate all, that Nigeria that will give everybody the best facility to actualize themselves, not the Nigeria that is a incinerator of talents, not Nigeria that is a graveyard of dreams, not Nigeria that destroys innovation. Because that's the Nigeria we have now. Incinerator of talent, graveyard of dreams, and destroyer of innovation. That Nigeria, which we called New Nigeria, was supposed to be emerging from the restoration of our sovereignty to the constituent companies, was supposed to be emerging from reworking the damaged constitutional basis of Nigeria away from the unitarism that has brought it to where it is. And so we hear all over the place some of the things that have been infused into this campaign. A new Nigeria is possible. No new Nigeria can be built on the basis of the 1999 constitution, of the unitary constitution we have now. Young people, listen. No new Nigeria can emerge. No new Nigeria, no matter who becomes president, including anyone, no new Nigeria can be built on the basis of a constitution that makes it impossible. Then those who want to take us from consumption to production, the 1999 constitution makes that absolutely impossible, because you are not going to go to production without electricity. You are not going to go to production without security. You are not going to go to production without, elections that can produce the best of the leaders. You are not going to go to production without infrastructure, the roads, the rails that are not there. And it is that constitution that is responsible for the insecurity, the corruption. You can't go to production with a constitution that mandates corruption and protects the beneficiaries of corruption. So these are all empty sloganeering as long as that constitution remains in place. Therefore, no new Nigeria can be built. Therefore, nobody can go from consumption now to production under that constitution. And then we come to the question of the structure of corruption, the structure that has to be dismantled. Is it the structure of individuals or the structure of the institution, the structure of the system that generates all of what we see? That is the structure. That's when people shout about restructuring. It is that structure represented by that constitution or emplaced by that constitution that has to go down. Not the structure of APC that is replaced by PDP or PDP that is replaced by Labour Party, or individuals who are sacked here and there. Those are marginal, those are inconsequential. Yes, there are a few governors, you may be rejoicing that the election has happened, and some governors who should have gone to Senate did not go to Senate. How does that solve the question of agitation over the union itself, the union dispute? That we have not agreed to be a union, and people are occupying our space, shooting at us, holding on to our economic assets, oil and gas, airports there, and all kinds of other things, preventing us from generating electricity that we can generate for ourselves. Or what is the meaning of structure in the circumstance? We have education. Why can't we apply that education to define the terms we're canvassing? So this short address is to those who are banding around all of those things, that there will be new Nigeria emerging under this constitution, that there will be structure of a new demolition of old structure of individuals who are doing wrong. It is the system that mandates that wrongdoing. If you didn't hear it before, hear it now. It is the Nigerian constitution that mandates the corruption you see and protects the beneficiaries of corruption. So anybody who is coming to say it is the structures of those structures we want to demolish, but who is not committed to taking down that constitution, is either ignorant or dishonest. There can be no middle ground. And the lawyers who are trooping around, you can see them. They never found their voices in this debate about the constitution that is responsible for the problem. You will never hear them. Now, election petitions have come, season of petition, that will go with billions of naira, both in fee and in bribe money, because they are going to carry money to judges in tribunals. That's what will happen next. Billions will fly. You've seen all of them now, trooping out, election petition. May 29th will come, the governors will lose their immunity, EFCC cases will come. That's all they're interested in. That's why you will never hear them join in this conversation about the constitution that is the source of all the misery. But they've all jumped out now like people who have gathered to share opium. Because of what they will get. That is why they conspire to make sure that they keep confusing the public about what a constitution is and what it does. But we're watching. When this place will snap, it's bound to snap. When it will snap, all of those who are going around pretending they are trying to help they are trying to help the candidate that won the election to now emerge so that new Nigeria can emerge. There's no, they are being dishonest with everybody. Anybody who has not joined the campaign to take down that constitution, but who is now champion of how a winner can emerge, that will come to swear to defend and uphold that constitution, is part of the problem. The senior lawyers in Nigeria, particularly, all of those who are going to be taking up election petitions, who will soon take up EFCC, matters, flowing all from that constitution. If not for this constitution, will we have this kind of election? If not for this constitution, will we have the kind of things that now will lead to EFCC when May 29 comes, against the governors that have been given the spare key to take everything in the treasury? Nobody's deceived. In the days ahead, the people that have been deceived all the while, the young people who did not know, are going to know. Those who want to know in advance can go to www.ninasvoice.org. That's the website. Go to YouTube, just click Nina's Voice YouTube channel. If you spend 3 days looking at the things there, you will see all of what the matter is and what is being done. Those who refuse to do that, to enlighten themselves, will just become statistics in the carnage that will follow if this matter is not resolved sooner than later. Thank you.